What is up, everyone? I just want to bring you along with me as I do my Saturday planning session here in the markets. And so, yeah, come hang out with me for just a few minutes. I'll walk you through some of the setups that I'm looking at, potential sentiment behind some of these moves, where we could be going. This is what I do on a weekly basis. And so I was like, well, let's have you guys come hang out with me real quick and let's do this because I think you guys can gain a little bit of benefit from watching a professional trader do this. Most people don't do this. Most people just show up and they just kind of trade. They just fly by the seat of their pants. Professional traders are always steps ahead of the markets, or at least they try to be, right? They're looking at scenarios of what could be playing out. Where should the bulls be at? Where should the bears be at? Marking out those important sentiment levels so that you can figure out, all right, what's going to happen in these areas, right? What should happen? What are some potential opportunities for some momentum that we can catch? And that's how you make trading easy. Planning makes trading easy. Most people don't plan. They just kind of go. I spend the majority of my time planning and just a fraction of my time actually pressing buttons in the markets. And so let's start here on SPY. I trade SPY the most. I'm a big options trader, and so I love the options on SPY. SPY just completely fell off a cliff here this past Friday. Extremely strong bear sentiment. I was watching this happen Friday, right? Going through, I was like, here's my first bouncing spot, broke it. Here's my second bouncing spot, broke it. Super important trend line, in my opinion. Smoked it. 605 was an extremely strong bouncing area. In fact, I tried to go bullish here on a day trade at 605. It just cut right through it without, I think it may have had 5 or 10 minutes of hesitation there. And so let's fast forward here on this and you'll see what I'm talking about. This 605 area right here, super, super strong. We actually bounced just above it. It was actually off of that red trend line and then just rotated down and just continued to just get wrecked throughout the entire day. So where the bulls should be coming in, they didn't. 605 is where they should have, in my opinion. I mean, you could even argue at 604, somewhere in there. You can see where my alerts are at. I'm going to be watching that like a hawk this next week here. So 605 is the first place that I'm going to expect bears to come in on SPY. And so I'm going to be looking at that, making a game plan of where that's going to be at, marking it out on my chart and just putting an alert on there already, realizing that we are retesting the bottom side or the top side of this down channel here. So there's potential for some bulls to come stepping back in. We could also be revisiting this trend line here that broke because this was a very big deal. Like this trend line has held us for the entire month, most of the month of January and most of the month of February so far. So closing below that on some real good volume, that's pretty significant. I think that that tells us quite a bit, especially after making new all-time high and putting in a hammer at that all-time high plus an engulfing candle. So a level I'm going to be watching right through here. This box right through here is going to be such an important level. In fact, I'm going to draw this guy out. So that is where I expect, let's just key bear level. That's where I expect a lot of bears to be at. And so this should be an easy bear trade, some credit spreads if I want it, some short day trades, some short swing trades, or all of the above. Looks really, really good in that area. Let's jump out here to Google. Again, I'm just kind of going through some of the tickers that I've been watching for a little bit. And on Google, again, another all-time high. Another all-time high up here that gap down and is just getting smoked at the moment. So getting below its 100 EMA, that's a pretty weak close, especially with how many times the bulls bounced off of this. And so I look at candles as if these are, people, right? Because people are making up the majority of these candles here. So yes, we got algos and stuff like that too, but the amount of people buying off of the 100, why? Because it's always worked. Buy off the 100, buy off the 100. It just keeps on going. Buy off the 100. As far back as you can see, just buy off the 100. And so it works until it doesn't. And you need to be aware of the sentiment there. This is extremely strong for the bears. And so it came down to the 100, lower wick, lower wick, lower wick, lower wick, lower wick. Lots of people buying in here. And Friday, the reason why we had lots of volume here on Friday, it took out all those buyers. And so how are those buyers feeling right now? Well, they exited most likely on Friday. And if they're still in, they're now full turning into that hope mode, right? Like they are now hoping things turn around. It's not looking great. For me, I see this big open gap here and I start to go, matching the 200 here, down around 175, this would be a pretty decent place for the bears to push to. Bring in max pain to all these bulls that have been buying up through here, and then we'll see if we can retest. Now, if this does give me a retest earlier in the week back up to that 100, so what, 185 area, that'd be a really good place to see if the bears step in and see if some of these bulls that were buying off of this start closing out their positions once that candle comes through. So I've now got 2 areas now where I can keep an eye on. So I'm going to leave a little note right here saying, hey, good, if I could type, good short-term, man, sorry, I got to sit in front of the keyboard here. There we go. Good short-term buy off of that guy right there. And then looking for like 185 should be bears. So whenever those alerts are going off throughout the week, I can just pull up the chart and I have my notes sitting right there to show me why did that alert go off? Like, why did I want to pay attention to this area in the first place? If we get up above this bear candle, it should be very, very bullish and probably try to fill some gaps. If we gap down pretty significantly, we've got an island reversal now because we have an open gap through here. Yeah, and if we gap down, this could potentially be an island reversal. So if we do end up getting a large gap down on Monday, we'll see what happens on futures over the weekend here. This could be extremely bearish. And so I want to pay attention to that. Again, good short-term bull move here off of the 200. So if we gap the 200, that's my day trade on Monday. Right there. Easiest bear day trade in the world. If we open below this guy, I'm ready to rock and roll. So you see the difference. If you can start making a game plan and reading sentiment of where the bulls should be, where the bears should be, etc., now you can have really great setups and you get the easy trades, because if we were to gap this 200, that would mean that we're moving through this area that the bulls should be at. No bulls are going to want to play this because now you have an island reversal. The island reversal adds even more bear sentiment to this, and this causes it to most likely drop. Like, I think this would be an extremely easy bear day trade and really easy money. You just got to plan ahead. And this is all I do is I come through here and I start making notes, right? If we gap the 200, short day trade. I cannot type, my friends. My fat fingers get in the way. All right, so we've got here note, game plan, alerts. This alert will go off if we hold the 200. Should be a pretty nice buying spot. Again, another easy day trade if you want that. I tend to day trade mainly whenever I have really clear, easy sentiment. So like a gap here, extremely easy trade. What's the probability we gap that? It's like 5%. It's most likely not going to happen, but that's what makes the great trades great, is because they don't happen very often. It's the amount of people stuck. All these bulls in here hoping we get a bounce, and if we get a huge gap down, it's not only taking out that, but we're going to taking out these big, longer term bulls. If we start looking over here onto a monthly chart, that would be gapping the 10 EMA on a monthly chart, which then opens the door for a lot lower. And by the way, this actually looks pretty bullish on a monthly. It's looking pretty good. Again, I hate the sentiment off of a new all-time high. That's not my favorite. Last time we did pull back into the 20 EMA on a monthly, so could we rinse and repeat that? Possibly. Yeah. So I like it, man. I feel like that's some really good momentum of where this could be getting to. So if we do break 175 on a gap or not, we're most likely going to see strong bear momentum down to like 162, maybe even a little bit lower. So there's your momentum find. It's all about identifying momentum. That's all trading is. Are you able to look at a chart? Are you able to see what should happen? Are you able to see the momentum building or weakening? And that's the key to be able to hold on to trades, the key to get in. It's all price action. To me, price action and volume are everything. And so I'm looking at momentum. I'm looking at who is stuck, who is trapped. What are the emotions of these people right here? How are they feeling? They're not feeling great after this. If someone got in bearish right here and this thing moved down, they're going to be feeling extremely excited. And this could potentially be some profit-taking areas. Really, though, like 165. It's a great place for them to take profits. If we start getting up above Friday's big bear candle, what's going to happen to all the bears? How are they going to be feeling? They're going to be feeling trapped. And this thing is probably going to squeeze. And so I could put on, again, another alert right up above this. And then I could sit here and go, move above what, 187, strong bull. If I could quit clicking on this stuff, there we go. Boom. I've got this entire scenario played out now in sentiment of fantastic trades. Move up above that will be a big move. Move down to here should be a pretty good momentum move for day trades. Move below this, and 165 is in the cards for a very easy move to the bear side. So this is how I dissect charts, and this is how I plan ahead. And I'm just going through ticker after ticker after ticker, figuring out where my key areas are at, where my sentiment levels are, how people are feeling, and where the momentum is likely going to be if it does this specific thing. It just takes time to let this to let the stock build a picture. Most people won't wait for that picture to be built. They jump in too fast. I like to sit back and just see what is happening, see the picture being built, how it's playing out, and then press the button and go. Spend more time doing this and less time actually press the button and trading, and you will see so much better success in your trades and much better results. So I'm going to continue on and go grab a few more little tickers here, but I just wanted to leave this with you here. Spend your time planning. Spend this weekend planning and getting better and getting prepared for the markets instead of just waiting for them to open. Be prepared for them to open. That's a big, big difference. If you want to learn more about technical analysis, of course, we've always got free courses on trading at reallifetrading.com. I'll throw a link down in the description below. Our philosophy is I want to teach you the basics for free. And then if you want to come pay money to come trade alongside me and make money with me and have fun and learn even more by being able to ask me questions live and all that, cool. Come pay money and trade with that. But 90%, 95% of our courses are free because I want to teach you how to do this. You're already losing enough money. I don't want to have in trading. I don't want to have an extra expense and stress and worry about having to pay for courses. Now, I have paid courses, but they're the more advanced stuff, right? You should already be making money or understand the basics before you get there. So if you don't understand the basics, go jump on our free courses. They're all there. They're all for free. We have swing trading, day trading, technical analysis, all that good stuff. If you want to learn the ins and outs, if you want to learn how to start seeing more success in your trading, come trade alongside of us over at Real Life Trading. Join our lifetime membership, join our all access pass and trade live with us. Whatever you want to do, but this is an amazing community with tons and tons of amazing traders that are at all different levels. And it's all about just being in a community where the mentality is there to help. We are not here to promote our egos. I couldn't find that my entire time trying to learn how to trade. Like I remember asking a trader, one of the instructors, and I was like, what's an EMA? And he was like, are you wasting my time with such a dumb question, right? Like we've all probably seen that, but like that was my experience in other trading rooms. And I was like, how am I supposed to, like, I felt so scared to ask a question because like he expected, like I should be born with this knowledge. I wasn't. Like no one is. I know what that is now. And I don't treat other people the way that I was treated before because I didn't like that. It's the exact opposite. You can reach out to me on Slack personally and ask me questions and I will reply to you in a very quick manner as fast as I can. We're not off limits. Like we're here to help you. If you don't understand something, there is no question too small or too dumb or whatever, because we've all been there. Like not one of my traders that trade with me professionally, me, anyone else, we don't act like, oh, you should know that. We've all been there. There was a time where I didn't know what a candle was. I didn't know what volume was. I didn't know what RSI was. I didn't know any of this. I didn't know what a credit spread. I had to learn it. I wasn't born with this knowledge. And so why should I treat you like you're someone less because you don't know something that I spent 10 years learning and you're just starting out? It's a joke. And so our community is all focused on how can I help you truly learn and see the entire side of trading. Not just the wins, but also the losses, everything, right? And help you to have the right perspective behind it. So, all right, well, I think that's going to be it. I'm going to jump off to a few more tickers and then go have some fun with my family here for the weekend. But thought I'd bring you along for just a short little video. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you on Monday, guys. Bye.